Hi there, everyone. I'm Dr. Rizwan, your health coach, and welcome to the Health for a Lifetime podcast. In this episode, we'll take a look at what training for health looks like, and I will be sharing with you the health training blueprint that I use on a regular basis for myself and with all of my clients. So, training on a regular basis is one of the best things you can do for health because it helps you slow down the aging process and because it allows you to maintain your autonomy. So when you have a body that you can confidently rely on, you can perform daily tasks with much more ease without discomfort, and you'll be able to play and have more fun. So in order to do this, it's important to have a few key components in a workout. But before we get into those, let's take a closer look at how being sedentary and getting older impacts the body. So the first thing we lose in this process is mobility. At first, the body accumulates tension just from being put in the same positions over and over again. So, for example, if you're driving, if you're working at a desk, then if you come home and then you sit all day on the couch, so you're basically putting the body in the same position. And the body then adapts by transforming this tension into stiffness, especially as time goes by. So a few signs and symptoms of excess tension are minor aches and pains that don't go away, past injuries that flare up, the inability to touch your toes or reach behind your back with your arms, and difficulty picking things off of the ground or getting down on the ground. And another very good one that I've seen a lot, with my clients was difficulty in driving, especially if you're checking for oncoming traffic. This is something that people mention a lot because they have difficulty looking left, right, and then putting their seatbelts on. So these are, pretty simple things we do on a daily basis, and these can be severely limited by this lack of mobility. So mobility, this is one. So better yet, the first thing that goes away. Then the second one we lose is muscle mass. So if you don't use it, you lose it. Basically, maintaining muscle mass is something that is very expensive energy-wise. So if the body notices that there's no need for it, it's not going to maintain it. And this is something that is very easy to spot. Simply do the mirror test, walk up to the mirror, take a look. And if you don't see any muscles around your shoulders, arms, and glutes, then adding some muscle mass and maintaining it is going to be highly beneficial. And lastly, we lose power. Power is the ability to move quickly and to be explosive. And this is in part due to the nervous system getting weaker and to the mitochondria's ability to produce energy. And just in case you haven't heard of them, mitochondria are the power plants of your body. So basically, these are the cells that produce the energy we need to do pretty much everything. So if losing mobility, muscle mass, and power are the main issues, then naturally a training program will revolve around these three. And the way I incorporate them in a workout is by following the following structure. So first off, start off with a proper warm up. It doesn't have to take long, 5 to 10 minutes tops. And this is where I focus on reducing tension and improving mobility. And the way I do this is by doing some foam rolling. So a foam roller is just a foam cylinder, and you can use it to massage your muscles and thus reduce tension. Then I move into some dynamic mobility work. And here the point is to focus on posture and on getting full range of motion in each joint. So when I'm talking about posture, even if you stand up, make sure you are balanced on your feet, that you have a nice tall spine, and you start working from there. Okay, so you take each joint through its full range of motion. So I know most people tend to skip this or rush this, but I'd suggest paying attention to what you are doing during your warm up because you don't need to spend 30 minutes warming up. As long as you're intentional with what you do in your warm up, this low intensity movement is going to greatly help your mobility and improve your posture. So don't rush it, just pay attention. You can spend 2 minutes on the foam roller, targeting the back, the glutes, hamstrings, and calves, and then quads. And then for the mobility work, you can start off with some circles. You can do neck circles, wrists, elbows, shoulders, spine, hips, knees, and ankles. If you go through all of these, it's not going to take you long. And again, pay attention, focus on full range of motion. You will get a lot out of these things. Then after the warm up, I move into the strength circuit, and here is where I do lower reps, and I use heavier weights. So I choose an upper body exercise and a lower body exercise, and I alternate between the two, usually 3 to 5 sets. So, for example, I'm doing some deadlifts with overhead presses. So I do 3 sets, 5 to 8 reps each, using a heavier weight. Then I move into the muscle building circuit where I again go for an upper and a lower body exercise as well as a core exercise. And I do higher reps, somewhere between 10 to 15 for 3 sets. So again, this is the muscle building circuit where you have more reps and maybe use a little bit lighter weights. And lastly, the conditioning circuit here is where I focus on speed and power. So I might do sprints, jump squats, swings, burpees, or any variations depending on these exercises. So here, for example, I could do like a 5 minute swing interval where I take a look at how many swings I can do in 5 minutes. And lastly, there's the decompression, which the purpose of the decompression is to relax after the workout and stimulate recovery. And here's where I do some stretching and breathing exercises to reduce tension and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the one that is in charge of recovery. So it's basically, again, a little bit of foam rolling, a little bit of stretching, and then some box breathing. It's something that I really enjoy, and it helps me calm down and relax after a workout, and then I can go about my day. So I put together a sample workout for you to try based on what we talked here. So you can find the link in the description for it, and make sure you go ahead, try it out. A word of caution, if you're a beginner, I'd recommend focusing on warm up and on the strength circuit first and then adding the later circuits because if you're new to this, it's probably going to take some time to learn the exercises and move faster through the circuits. But if you start focusing on warm up and then you focus on the strength circuit and then add the muscle building circuit and the conditioning circuit, and yeah, lastly the decompression, although you can add that from the get-go as well, it's going to help you recover and relax afterwards. You'll be able to learn all the steps that you need to take and really be super efficient in a short amount of time. So basically, this workout, if you're once you've learned it, you can easily do it in 30, 40 minutes and you'll get a lot covered. Like you're going to get a full body workout. So again, this is great if you're low on time and if you really want to build a well-rounded body that will allow you to maintain your health and at the same time, be able to be active and perform any activities that you might enjoy. So if you like this podcast, please help me spread the word and share it with friends and family. And I will talk to you all next time. Bye.